I really want to believe that the NFL knows what they're doing here, but I'm not going to lie. The next 4 months are going to suck. Welcome everybody to JG9 News, where we talk all things NFL all the time. I'm Jared Aaron, representing the 904 from the 602, and today we are talking about the highly controversial move by NFL Network to put Good Morning Football on hiatus for the next 4 months while they relocate from New York to Los Angeles to move into the NFL studios, cheaper rent. We've talked about the reasons why they're moving the show and why it doesn't really add up for a league like the NFL. That doesn't need to save money because they're an empire of sorts, and Good Morning Football has been a phenomenal show for years and years. Why mess with something that's working? Why mess with a winning formula? We've talked about that at length, and we're going to keep talking about that as new developments happen because we don't know the future of the show. We don't know who's making the move to LA besides Jamie Earl. We don't really know a whole lot about this new program, what's going to happen when it gets revived, when it even gets revived. I have no clue. But what we do know is that this day, April 1st, is the first weekday without Good Morning Football, and oh my goodness, NFL Network is going to be bleeding in the ratings, I can tell you that much. So last year on the first Monday of April, so April 3rd, 2023, Good Morning Football was 5th in the ratings for shows that started at 7 a.m. So of those morning shows, they were rated number 5, behind SportsCenter, CNN This Morning, and then a show on Fox News and a show on Fox Business. On top of that, the first Monday of April, NFL Network had 4 shows inside the top 144 in terms of the ratings, which is more than MLB Network had, even though MLB is in season and 2 of their programs were live games. Keep in mind, the NFL, 4 shows inside the top 144. TBS had 1. TNT had 0. MTV had 2. BET had 3. TLC had 3. They outdrew a ton of networks last year, and Good Morning Football was part of that. They were really high in the ratings, especially for a morning show. I'm going to take a wild guess looking at the schedule and say that we will not have that this year, because this looks like a complete and utter disaster on the part of the NFL, at least for this first day. They're going to suffer badly in the ratings. Let's look at the schedule of things that are happening from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. in place of live programming like Good Morning Football, which again is on hiatus for the next 4 months. Let's take a look at some of the programs that they have from 6 to 4. They have a Pro Day special for USC, a Pro Day special for LSU, and a Pro Day special for UNC. That's followed by Big 12 Pro Day, Super Bowl 58, and then a 2002 game in Week 6 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Diego Chargers. It is all tape programming. None of it is live. You would not think anything's happening right now in the NFL. Like, keep in mind, a lot of stuff has happened in the NFL. A lot of stuff. You had the Rashee Rice incident down in Dallas. You had the Hassan Reddick trade that broke after Good Morning Football was off the air, where the Jets got Hassan Reddick, one of the best pass rushers in football, from the Philadelphia Eagles. You obviously have draft coverage, live draft coverage, updates and developments. You have Packers head coach Matt LaFleur, who said he was caught off guard by the Aaron Jones-Josh Jacobs move, where they got Josh Jacobs and they cut Aaron Jones. He was caught off guard by it. You had kicker Jake Bates of the Michigan Panthers in the UFL getting interest from NFL teams after hitting a 64-yard field goal. You also have the Steelers with a top 30 visit for Michael Penix, the quarterback out of Washington. And we're going to have videos on all those things, or most of those things at least. So keep that in mind on JG9 News. We got tons of content coming out. But we're not doing any live coverage. We're not talking about the news that happened. Nothing's happened in the NFL, apparently, according to NFL Network, because we are showing taped coverage of other things. Keep in mind, USC, LSU, UNC, the Pro Day specials from those. Obviously, we know why they picked those schools. USC for Caleb Williams, LSU for Jaden Daniels, UNC for Drake May. USC Pro Day was 2 weeks ago, by the way. USC Pro Day, that's really old news. But here's the thing. Do you want to watch LSU Pro Day because of Jaden Daniels? Well, the NFL uploaded the video on their channel. 6 minutes and 44 seconds. This is not an illegal upload. This is not someone else. This is the NFL's official account uploading it. So instead of watching an hour, you can watch it in 6 minutes, 44 seconds. I just saved you an hour with commercials. If you want to watch North Carolina, their Pro Day for Drake May, well, guess what? The NFL uploaded the video on their channel. It's 11 minutes and 5 seconds, which is a lot shorter than an hour. I just saved you about 50 minutes with commercials. You want to watch USC for Caleb Williams? Well, guess what? You don't need to watch the full hour because NFL uploaded the full video of every single throw that Caleb Williams had. 7 minutes, 18 seconds. I saved you about 53 minutes with commercials. So that is a 3-hour block from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. that can be watched directly through the NFL's own YouTube channel in 25 minutes. So why anyone would tune into NFL Network from 6 to 9, I have no clue. Because you can watch it in 14% of the time, and you can rewind, and you might not get ads. Or at the very least, you're not going to get ads like you would for a Pro Day that is shown on NFL Network. At 9 a.m., you get Big 12 Pro Day. But guess what? Again, the whole thing was uploaded by the NFL on their official YouTube account. And everyone knows how to go to YouTube, so you can focus on specific positions and players. There's no guesswork as to who is going when. So again, you want to watch Big 12 Pro Day? Why watch the NFL Network? You can just watch it on YouTube, not get advertisements, and you can watch for specific players and specific drills. It's ridiculous. 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. They're showing Super Bowl 58, which they've shown a bajillion times before. That's like 25% of the programming right now, just re-showing the Super Bowl that went into overtime. But guess what, again, if you haven't seen it, you want to rewatch it, the ending to that game and the highlights of that game are up on, you guessed it, the NFL's official YouTube account. So there is no new programming here. I'm not even talking not live programming. I'm talking just new programming in general. Just, if you're interested, just go to the NFL's YouTube page. Just do that. And then from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we get the Chiefs against the Chargers, a 2002 game from Week 6, which the Chargers won 35-34. But again, the highlights of that game, if you want to watch the highlights, are on the NFL's official account. They're there. 17 minutes long. You can rewatch that game. You lose the Chiefs audience too, because look, let's think of it like this. You want to rewatch Super Bowl 58? Odds are you might be a Chiefs fan. Well, guess what? If you're a Chiefs fan, you're not going to watch this game from 2002 because the Chiefs lost this game. They lose it in heartbreaking fashion on a Drew Brees touchdown pass to Shea Caldwell with 14 seconds left. And the fan base most interested in watching this full game is Chargers. The Chargers are the fan base most interested. But guess what? Charger fans are at work because it's 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock local time. So who is this for? Who is any of this for? From 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., instead of wasting 10 hours on NFL Network, you can just watch everything. If you're interested in every program they have, you can just watch it on YouTube on accounts uploaded by the NFL. So this makes no sense to me. Again, these are moves made by a company that is on the verge of collapsing or a network that's struggling. Not a network that is thriving. Not a network that, again, has a lot of shows inside the top 150. Not a company that had its best year ever from every standpoint you can imagine. What we gained by losing Good Morning Football during draft season, which is a busy month, we got repeat coverage uploaded by the NFL, a Super Bowl that's been uploaded by the NFL, and a game that's been uploaded by the NFL. So, yeah, good job. We got rid of all the live programming. We got rid of all the ratings things that did well to do this. And, man, I don't know. I don't know the future of NFL Network. I honestly don't know, because that's just bad. That's just bad no matter how you want to slice it. Again, last year on the first Monday of April, they had 4 shows inside the top 144. If they have more than one, I'll be stunned. Honestly, if they have more than one, I'll be stunned. We'll have to wait and see what the ratings are when they come out, but I can pretty much assure you it won't be pretty. At the very least, from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., unlike last year when they had Good Morning Football and they had some other programs in there, I can guarantee you it's not going to happen this year. I can guarantee you, no chance this year from 6 to 4, you're getting a top 150 show. No chance. So good job, NFL. You killed NFL Network. At least for the next 4 months, or whenever Good Morning Football comes back, and again, I don't know what's going to look like when it comes back, you killed NFL Network. Maybe there's some stuff to watch, like Football Life, maybe Path to the Draft, maybe Total Access, but for the most part, you killed NFL Network. So, good job. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that NFL Network's going to do well in the ratings airing these programs? Do you like the programming? Do you not like the programming? What do you think Good Morning Football is going to look like when it comes back? Who do you think is making the move? What do you think the future of Good Morning Football holds? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. That's going to do it for this episode of JJ9 News. Be sure you like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And be sure to check out my main channel, Jaguar9, where we talk all things NFL history all the time. Until next time, this is Jaguar9 signing off. And as always, go Jags.